Hello, good to see you. So today I'm in a client's garden and you can see in behind me that I'm going to be doing up some planters for them. They're coming back from a little time away, and I thought it would be nice to put some fall planters together so they can enjoy them, and I thought I'd take you along for the ride. Okay, here we go. I've got two types of variegated plants here. First of all, I have a variegated ivy. So I thought this would be nice for my trailer in the planter. And then I've got this euonymus. It's an emerald gaiety, and this is a zone 5 euonymus. That's hard to say, euonymus. And it gets about 4 feet tall and wide, so it's not really great for our climate because we're a zone 4 here in Calgary, but it might survive the winter. It just may take a little bit longer to come up in the spring. So, you know, that might be worth trying if you have a more sheltered area and you're willing to give it a shot. So 4 by 4, that's how big it gets. And so even though this is not a trailing plant, it was free, long story short, but there was an incident with a dog and a cat in my yard, so I got it for free. Let's just say that. So I didn't have a place for it, so I thought I'd use it in these planters. So this ivy is going into one planter, and this euonymus is going into another. So you have similar looks, but the ivy is obviously more trailing, and euonymus not so trailing. And I don't really have to worry about the size because it's now, you know, almost into September, and you know it's not going to get that much bigger. So the nice thing about these two plants is they're, you know, in a pot they're going to be fairly frost tolerant. They probably can handle a little bit of frost and a little bit of cold. Now this one here probably will not, but it's such a great color that I thought I'd go with it. This is a Celosia. It's called Dragon's Breath. Is it called Dragon's Breath? Let's see. Yes, it's called the Dragon's Breath Celosia, and I love the plumes on it. Isn't that gorgeous? Just a great looking spike there. Really pretty, and the leaf is really gorgeous. Then I have as well these petunias, and I like this because petunias actually they can handle a little bit of snow, you know, not too much, but a little bit. So we've got 3 different colors here, just kind of a rosy one here, a yellow, and just a light creamy yellow, which I thought would be pretty, and it kind of brings these colors, you can see they kind of go well together. And then I have 2 types of sunflowers. This is just a shorter sunflower. I would say that's about 1 foot tall. You can see that. That's a brighter yellow. And then I also have this creamy yellow, which I think is really pretty. Now the planters are, let me just show you the planters. My client has 2 different planters. This is a black one here, and it's quite large. I would say, okay, let me just take off my shoe because I know my shoe is 8 inches. There's a size 9 shoe. Let's see. So it's got to be at least, what do you think that is? Maybe 15, 16 inches at least. Maybe a 15, 16 inch pot, and it's kind of glossy and black. It's kind of on the corner of this deck here. And then let's see what we have over here. So we have a few other planters, but I'm just going to do up these 2 black ones. So this is just a plastic planter. It's circular, but you know, it's probably about the same width. Right in here, probably about the same width. So there you go. I thought I'd plant these up for you. So here goes. Darker ones and one of the creamy ones. And okay, let's go for it and see how it turns out. Now these are a little bit dry. Maybe I'll water them in a little bit first. It's always a good idea before you start. Got my water here. So what I thought I'd do is add in these in the back. So they could have been in the middle because you can actually see them from all sides in this garden, but I thought it would be nice for my client to see it from their kitchen window and to see kind of the center of it from this side. So I'm just going to water it in. Let's see. It's always good to get your plants watered in first before you add them in. And you can be sure of a good water. Maybe just a little bit more. My glasses are falling off my head. Okay, here we go. Okay, glasses. Glasses are going by the wayside. Hopefully I don't break them. I really do need my glasses, but it's not great wearing glasses and doing a video. Sunglasses especially. So yeah, they're still a little dry. Let me get a little bit more water in them. That's a little bit better. Okay, see how much I can stuff in here. Best laid plans. I always think I'm going to put one in the corner, and maybe that one in the corner is going to be this one, which is the creamy one. Now sunflowers, you know, like I said, probably will handle a light frost, like maybe -3. But if you have some frost protecting, like some of that frost cloth, which is kind of like a cheesecloth, it's kind of it's perforated and it's white. I kind of wish I had brought some with me so I could show you, but you can cover it and it might, you know, protect your plants a bit and get maybe a little bit more life out of them. So I'm going to really stuff them in good because they're not really going to grow that much. So when I'm tucking them in, I tuck them into bed really tight. I told my nephew once that you tuck them in like a like a burrito, and he thought that was really funny. This is not new soil. It could be new soil if you wanted, but I'm just using what's here and then adding in a bit. That looks so pretty. These two are taller and this one's a little bit shorter in the back, but so maybe that's kind of nice because it kind of creates a little bit of side, you know, some height in the back where you can see it too. I find sunflowers already broke off one leaf. Sunflowers are a little bit tender. Okay, so now I've got this huge pot. I think I'm going to water this too. This is kind of neat because just taking a hanging basket that someone else has put together and adding it in. But I think what I'll do is add this Celosia. Celosias are pretty tender, but I think I'll just try to stuff it in. Oh yeah! See, I can get it quite in there. I say that until I try to get everything else in. Oh, that looks good. Kind of pleased with myself. One of the things I was looking into is getting some ornamental grasses, which are nice actually. I've tried different things, but I don't find the annual grasses hold up to a first frost. Like I especially love like purple fountain grass. It's gorgeous. But look, a little ball. That's from the kids. Yeah, it doesn't handle a frost well either. So, you know, there's no perfect plant. Great for this container would be chrysanthemums too as well, but they only have a length of time in bloom too, even though they can handle a little bit of cold. If you do get a chrysanthemum, a good idea to try to get them in just when they're starting to bud, like not in full bloom, because they won't last that long. And that always teed me off because, you know, I buy a whole bunch of them and then they don't last that long. Okay, next. Let me see. Do I want to put this one on this side? I think so. Let's see if we can fit it in. Or, well, this is definitely going to fit on this side. Let's see. See how we can get this in here. Oh, gotta take up the hangers. That's probably wise. You can continue fertilizing your annuals up into the point where the first frost, because it doesn't really matter. You're not it doesn't really matter. You're not like worried about them going to sleep or anything like you would a perennial. So look how big this rhubarb is. Let's see if we can fit it in. Oh, it just fell right in there. Okay, let's see. Which way? Oh, I can put it this way. So that gives me just enough room. Just enough room. Look at that. For that. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm kind of proud of it. Because I'm wanting to stuff it really good and really surprise them how nice it looks. Kind of surprised myself. Wow. So you could continue fertilizing them. Usually what I do is I fertilize my annuals once a week actually. And with petunias I'm spraying it with bud spray to prevent caterpillars. But at this point I don't know how necessary it is. The fertilizer, you could definitely still do that. And these petunias could use deadheading, but again, you know, it's not that much left in the season. It's just a nice pop of color and for the fall season. You could actually use like a creeping Jenny too as well. That would hold up well, or hold up somewhat well. And you know, just that nice limey green would be a nice addition to a fall planter. Or you could put things like pumpkins and stuff like that around it. I thought of that. Thought like a bunch of white pumpkins would be really nice, but I'm trying to keep under budget. I should tell you the ivy I got from Home Depot. No, all the rest I got from Lowe's. Oh, that looks so pretty. And then there's the lighter color in the back. So it does kind of, you can see it sort of comes down off the back. Probably could add maybe something in there, but you know, still pretty good. Maybe what I'll do, I'm going to actually move this over this way and put this one in the middle. Tight up. Okay, this again is facing the house. I think I'm going to put these sunflowers in a row in the back. We'll see until I change my mind. Now because this is at the back, I think, and this is facing the house this way, I'm going to put kind of like a triangle going this way with a height. Well, not really a triangle. What is it? This is going to be the second tallest anyways. Again, we got the Celosia. You see, it creates a nice little, whatever official term that is, I'm not sure. So this would be the thriller, the filler with an F. And then my spiller is kind of like my petunia, sort of, and sort of my euonymus. See, I don't even know if I'll have room. I've really stuffed them in too. Okay, maybe I only have room for one. Yeah, looks like I only have room for one. Oh well, looks like I might be planting that euonymus myself. I love this color combination because I feel like it brings it all together. I may have said that already, but I really do. It's like in decorating, if you have, I find if I have a few different colors, if there's one thing like a rug or, oh look at this, you won't believe this. The roots have grown over this middle piece. Yeah, so if you have like a rug or something that brings all the colors together, even if you have individual colors around, it just seems to work. Oh, see, that's going to work, but I'm definitely not going to fit the euonymus in here. I might have a spot for the euonymus. Maybe I can give you a progress report on it. If it comes back in the spring. Did it survive? If I can get this thing in here. Oh, these have nice roots on them too. What? Okay, I don't want to break anything. I just really have to see. Wow! I might ever have to stuff it in there. Didn't even have to open a new package of potting soil. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? You can see that this is the one that brings it all together. Those three colors bring this collection together too as well. I think it goes really, really well. You can see those darker color sunflowers. And then if you come around this side, you can see this one really good. Oh, hopefully you can see it. My shadow there. There's little dappled light sunflowers. So nice little fall planter for you. So guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully that inspires you to do a few fall planters of your own. And by the time my clients get back, this video would have been posted, so they won't even know what it looks like until they get home. So I think they'll really enjoy it. Till the next time. Bye.